So has trading become that bad on TD Ameritrade ever since they went to free commission? In a second, I'm going to show you guys a video of a trade I made today on Tesla, and it is the most ridiculous thing you will see. Before we get to that, I want to show you guys just a couple comments from some of the followers on our channel with some of the experiences they've been having since TD Ameritrade went to free commission. So this is the first video I made regarding the situation with TD Ameritrade. So if you guys want to watch that video, I'll leave it linked in the description of this video. This is the video. It has 1,000 likes and 589 comments. So we know other traders are experiencing the same exact issues, and this is not just something random. This is the top liked comment on that video. It's horrible. Can't trade the open or get out of overnight positions easy. It's a huge liability trading with glitchy executions and possibly taking a huge loss. I agree, brother. I agree. So here's another comment from one of the followers on our channel. This is why I bit the bullet and switched to IBKR and DOS. When you can't trade at open, that's not good. But when you are losing money because of it with no support, that's time to make a change. All right, guys, it is about 30 seconds until market open here on TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform. The lagging in execution speed has pretty much been the worst we have seen ever. What we're going to see today is whether or not this execution speed has been fixed, and pretty much just to show you how bad it has gotten. So if you're thinking about using Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade, you might want to think again, because I'm going to show you how bad this execution speed can really get, especially on the first 1 minute candle right now. So I'm going to put in an order for one share on Tesla, and I'm going to just click buy. So as you can see, the order's not going through. It's been 4 or 5 seconds so far. Let's see how long this goes on for just one share. One share. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for your car. I'm not asking to borrow your wife for the night. It's just one share of Tesla. That's it. So we're going on about 20 seconds so far, maybe even 30. We got about 15 seconds left in this 1 minute candle. So this is the kind of speed and execution that you're getting with Thinkorswim. When this order goes through, again, when this order goes through, the fill should be down here at about 560, 567, maybe 560.20. Because remember, I purchased down here, right? This is where I purchased. And TD Ameritrade has said to us that it's not the actual order routing that has any problems. It's just the TOS server slowing down, et cetera, et cetera. So there's actually no problem with the execution. So what that means is, so far, what TD Ameritrade has told us is that when this order goes through and gets filled, it should be filled at about a price of 567 down here. That's what they're telling us. So if it's anything different than that, we know what their customer service team is telling us is just a straight lie. So let's see where this order gets filled at. So we're going on a solid 2 minutes now almost, and there's no fill for one share. I mean, you would think this is like the 2000s with how this speed is working. Like, are we still on dial-up internet? I don't know, but it's kind of ridiculous. How could you expect anybody to want to trade on your platform when you can't even get them one share of stock? Like, am I supposed to call like we did in the old days? Hey, man, I would like to get this many shares of Tesla. Because clearly, that might actually be quicker than using a platform like this. This is exactly what I wanted to capture. This is perfect. This is everything that I've ever wanted in life this morning, was to show you just how terrible this is. This is one share. My order is perfect. It's classified as day. It's not like I'm trying to buy it with the classification of GTC EXT like it was after hours or pre-market. No, this is the correct order function. One share trying to buy a $1 billion stock is what I'm trying to buy through a $1 billion company of TD Ameritrade, and they can't seem to get it right. It's kind of sad. So let's just see how long this goes on for. So it is now just 30 seconds shy of 5 minutes after market open. So we've almost been trying to buy this share for about 5 minutes. So at this point, I can almost be certain that I will be moving the money away from TD Ameritrade, at least for now. I've always liked TD Ameritrade. I'll still use them for charting, but absolutely will not use them for any sort of options trading or equities trading. At this point, they don't deserve any of my money through commission for equities, and they definitely don't deserve any of my money through order flow to high frequency trading computers for their free commission. So again, I guess this is what you get when you get free commission. So here we are, guys, about 15, 16 minutes after market open, and that one share on Tesla has now filled. What we do know is that the fill price is at 567.88. So that did in fact fill where I was buying down here. When I marketed in down there on that candle, it did fill us on that candle at that price. So we know now that the actual order execution to the market and the exchanges is legitimate, and it's true. The fills are actually going through at the prices they should be, at least on this trade. It might be different for some of you guys, and I would like to hear in the comment section below if you guys think that you are getting filled at the correct prices. For me, it looks like it just did fill at the correct price. But how is this an efficient means for trading and investing when you don't know for sure? So for right now, TD Ameritrade is not a solid option for traders and investors for right now until they can get their platform issues fully fixed. So as you guys can see from that short clip, I was only trading one share of Tesla today right at market open. And it honestly took about 15 minutes before the thinkorswim platform registered that I even purchased a share of Tesla. That is some of the worst lagging and execution speed that I've seen ever. So in the video, you'll hear me say that if the execution and the order routing is accurate, which TD Ameritrade has been claiming is the case, then the share on Tesla should have filled around a price of about 567. And you will notice that once TD Ameritrade or the thinkorswim platform recognizes that the share did actually execute, you will see the average price is about 567. So this could just be one example or one scenario where the system is accurate. And I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. Has there been a moment where you've actually purchased shares at a certain price? It fills maybe 10 minutes later, but the fill price is actually accurate to when you were actually trying to purchase. So this does tell us that the orders are routing accurately, but the system just isn't updating fast enough to tell you whether or not your position has been filled or not, or whether or not it's been filled at the correct price that you initially wanted. Now, regardless of whether or not the shares actually execute or the routing is accurate, it doesn't really matter because this platform right now is terrible for anybody that's really looking to day trade or even swing trade, especially trying to take positions right in the beginning of the morning. If you're a new trader and you're just thinking about getting started, or if you're not a new trader and you've been trading for a while, or you're somebody like me who's been using the TD Ameritrade platform for a long time, at this time, the best thing that you can do is avoid the TD Ameritrade platform at all costs currently. Right now, they're seeing most of their problems right in the morning as the market opens. And that makes sense because the market is most active right in the beginning of the morning when the market opens. There is the most volume, and that is when you have the most traders and or users on any one of these given platforms doing trades or trying to make any sort of executions. So we know right in the morning, that is typically when you're going to see all these issues because that's when everybody's on the platform and trying to use it all at the same time. So if you're going to be using TD Ameritrade from this point forward, as of right now, do not make any trades right in the morning, at least for about the first 15 to 20 minutes. After that, we found that the platform is working accurately and is working correctly. And the executions are fine and are about the way they always have been after the early morning rush. Now, I've really avoided moving away from TD Ameritrade for the longest time. For one, I love their customer service. It's always been great, but recently it's been shit. Two, I've always loved the platform and it's always worked great, but recently it's been working like shit. I've never really had such a big problem with the execution speed. I know it's not the best, and I know the system doesn't have hotkeys, which a lot of traders love to have. And hotkeys really just allow you to click your keyboard and get into a position and out of a position. Rather than having to use the mouse and move your mouse, you just click your keyboard and you can quickly get in and out of positions if you didn't know what hotkeys were. Most brokers offer hotkeys, but TD Ameritrade really doesn't. The hotkeys that they offer are garbage. So as I was saying, I've really avoided moving away from them because of their customer service, because of their charting platform, and pretty much it's simply just a all-around good broker, or at least it was. So now, unfortunately, I've kind of been backed into a corner, and now I have to start looking around for other services or brokers to now use. I've really been going back and forth on the idea of using Lightspeed or Interactive Brokers. Those are very two common, reputable, good interactive companies to use, especially if you're a day trader. For those of you that have been in the trading community or the trading game for a while, you probably know of my channel and you've heard of a couple other traders as well. Many people know of Ross Cameron at Warrior Trading. Really good trader, been doing it a long time. You can learn a lot from his videos. Might as well go check out his channel after you've watched this video. He uses Lightspeed and he's been using it for the longest time, and he really loves the platform. And the reason being is because they have very, very fast execution. Their commission structure is fair, and that's pretty much just it. Their commissions are fair and their speed is very good. That allows traders to get in and out of positions very quickly, which at this point we cannot do at all on TD Ameritrade, especially right in the morning. So there is a strong chance that I might end up funding at least some other brokerage account for the time being until TD Ameritrade can get their shit together and get back up and running efficiently like the way they used to run their business. When I get this new account funded, I will show you guys the platform and kind of give you guys a breakdown on my experience with these new brokers that I'll be using, and whether it be Lightspeed or Interactive Brokers, possibly Trade Zero. I'll let you guys know my experience as that happens, so that way I can keep you guys up to date on how my transition is going for moving away from TD Ameritrade and into some of these new brokers. Now, I'm still going to keep my TD Ameritrade account, and I'm still going to use Thinkorswim for pretty much all of my analysis because, as I said, their charting software is great and it's really intuitive, and they have a lot of awesome tools on there. So TD Ameritrade isn't just terrible, but right now they've really dropped the ball hard, and it's really hard to stay with them and trade with them while they're having all of these issues. So I'm still going to keep their platform and I'm still going to use them, but I'm going to avoid trading at all costs right in the morning as the market opens. After about 30 minutes, it's really okay to take positions. I'm not really seeing any issues there. But if I want to trade any positions in the morning, right out of the gates, it looks like I'm going to be having to use a different broker to do so. And at this current moment in time, I would really urge all of you guys that use TD Ameritrade's platform to just avoid trading in the morning and even avoid trading any options. Because option trading is where they still make some money on their commissions. And at this point, we shouldn't be giving TD Ameritrade any of our money until they can get their platform fully fixed. So if you're an options trader that typically uses TD Ameritrade to trade options, I'd highly recommend looking at something like Tastyworks, or maybe even go back to using Robinhood, because at this point, they're doing way better than TD Ameritrade. And at this point, there's really no reason to be paying for their service when they can't properly do their job all around the board. You'd be better off giving your money away to a different broker that isn't having these sort of problems. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something new. And as always, make sure to hit the thumbs up video so we can spread this video as wide and as far as we can across the YouTube platform to all the traders so they can be informed on why they should not be using TD Ameritrade to trade at this current moment in time. For those of you that watch this video that might be with TD Ameritrade, we still love you and we want you guys to get your shit together. And if that happens, then we'll most likely be back on your platform using it as we always have. Thanks, guys.